Have you ever wondered why Satanism is so often misunderstood, misconstrued, and misinterpreted by the masses? Today we shed some light on this often controversial topic. Satanism as a term encompasses a rich tapestry of beliefs, philosophies, and practices. It's important to note that it's not a singular, monolithic entity, but rather a broad term that covers several distinct groups with different interpretations and beliefs. The historical origins of Satanism can be traced back to the middle of the 20th century, although the roots of its ideas and philosophies extend much further back. It was during the 1960s that Anton Szandor LaVey, an American author and occultist, founded the Church of Satan, officially establishing Satanism as a religious movement. LaVeyan Satanism, based on LaVey's teachings, became the first publicly recognized form of Satanism. It's a religion of the flesh, celebrating earthly, carnal existence. Contrary to common misconceptions, LaVeyan Satanism does not involve the worship of the devil or any deity for that matter. Instead, it emphasizes individualism, self-indulgence, and personal empowerment. Over the years, Satanism has seen further development and diversification. The Satanic Temple, founded in the early 21st century, is another prominent organization within Satanism. While sharing some similarities with LaVeyan Satanism, the Satanic Temple has a unique focus on social activism, advocating for religious freedom and separation of church and state. Then there's Theistic Satanism, which does involve a belief in and reverence for Satan as a deity. However, this is not in the traditional Christian sense of Satan being evil, but rather as a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and individualism. It's crucial to remember that these different strands of Satanism are not mutually exclusive, and many Satanists identify with more than one. Now, there's a lot more to Satanism than we can cover in a single video. But we hope this brief exploration has provided a clearer picture of what Satanism is and is not. It's a diverse and complex belief system that goes far beyond the simplistic and often sensationalized portrayals in popular culture. In summary, Satanism is not a singular, monolithic entity, but rather an umbrella term encompassing several distinct groups with different beliefs and philosophies. It originated in the mid-20th century with Anton Szandor LaVey's Church of Satan and has since diversified to include groups like the Satanic Temple and practices like Theistic Satanism. Contrary to common misconceptions, most forms of Satanism do not involve devil worship, but rather emphasize individualism, self-indulgence, and personal empowerment. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Satanism. Remember, understanding starts with open-mindedness and a willingness to learn. As we delve deeper into the realms of Satanism, it's essential to understand its roots in ancient civilizations. Although the term Satanism, as we understand it today, did not exist in ancient times, many cultures had concepts and figures that closely resemble what we now associate with Satanism. Firstly, let's travel back to ancient Egypt, where Set, the god of chaos, storms, and disorder, was often depicted as a force of evil. Set was not worshipped as a deity of evil, but his characteristics and attributes align with the modern interpretation of Satan. Moving forward to ancient Greece, we encounter Hades, the god of the underworld. Hades was not inherently evil, but his association with death and the underworld links him to our contemporary understanding of Satan. In Zoroastrianism, an ancient Persian religion, we find Angra Mainyu, the destructive spirit opposing Ahura Mazda, the benevolent deity. Angra Mainyu's destructive nature in opposition to the force of good is reminiscent of the dichotomy between Satan and God in Christian belief. These ancient interpretations significantly influenced their respective cultures and religions, often creating a dichotomy of good versus evil, order versus chaos, and light versus dark. In the modern context, these ancient interpretations have influenced Satanism in various ways. For instance, the emphasis on individualism in Satanism can be traced back to the concept of personal responsibility found in Zoroastrianism. Similarly, the association of Satan with rebellion and chaos finds its roots in figures like Set from ancient Egypt. As we can see, ancient civilizations had a significant impact on the development of Satanism. Their interpretations of evil, chaos, and rebellion have shaped our understanding of Satanism today, providing a rich tapestry of belief that goes beyond the simplistic portrayals often seen in popular culture. As we continue our journey through the dark and often misunderstood world of Satanism, let's delve into a domain that has both fascinated and terrified many: the world of conspiracy theories surrounding Satanism. The intertwining of Satanism and conspiracy theories has a long and controversial history, often muddying the waters between fact and fiction. One of the most enduring conspiracy theories is the belief in a global satanic cult, often linked to the Illuminati, that supposedly controls world events. This theory suggests that some of the world's most powerful individuals are secretly Satanists, manipulating global affairs for their own nefarious ends. While this theory is compelling and has been popularized in movies and books, there's little substantial evidence to support it. Another conspiracy theory suggests that satanic rituals are often hidden in popular music and films. Proponents of this theory believe that these hidden messages are part of a wider effort to normalize Satanism and corrupt society. However, these claims often rely on subjective interpretations and lack concrete evidence. It's also worth mentioning the infamous Satanic Panic of the 1980s. This was a widespread societal fear that Satanists were running rampant, engaging in ritual abuse and other heinous acts. This panic resulted in numerous false accusations, trials, and a general fear of Satanism in the public consciousness. However, extensive investigations found little to no evidence to substantiate these claims. These conspiracy theories have significantly shaped the perception of Satanism in popular culture, often casting it in a sinister and malevolent light. While these theories are certainly intriguing, it's crucial to separate fact from fiction when discussing Satanism. The reality of Satanism, as we have explored, is far more complex and nuanced than these conspiracy theories suggest. As always, it's essential to approach such topics with an open mind and a critical eye, aiming to understand rather than judge. Scene script voiceover. As we've explored the historical, philosophical, and societal aspects of Satanism, it's important to understand that the concept of Satanism isn't confined to a single religion or belief system. In fact, it extends its roots across a variety of religions, each offering a unique interpretation and perspective. Firstly, let's look at Christianity. Here, Satan is generally portrayed as a fallen angel, a tempter, and the embodiment of evil. Satanism in this context often refers to the worship of this entity and the rejection of Christian moral codes. In contrast, the Islamic interpretation of Satan, known as Iblis, is somewhat different. While he is still considered a figure of evil, Iblis is viewed not as a fallen angel but as a jinn who refused to bow to humanity. Satanism, in the context of Islam, while not a widely recognized or practiced belief system, would likely involve the worship of Iblis and a rejection of Islamic teachings. Moving eastward to Hinduism, we find no direct equivalent to Satan or Satanism. However, there are several demonic entities like asuras that represent chaos and moral corruption. These entities, while not worshipped, serve as cautionary figures in Hindu mythology. In the realm of modern paganism, there's a focus on the dualistic nature of divinity, often personified in a horned god. This figure, while sometimes demonized by outsiders, is not equivalent to Satan and is worshipped as a part of the natural cycle of life, death, and rebirth. As we can see, the concept of Satanism varies greatly across different religions, each interpreting it according to their own unique doctrines and beliefs. This diversity of interpretation has influenced the development of modern Satanism, with different branches drawing from a variety of religious and philosophical sources. Understanding these different perspectives helps us to see the complexity of Satanism and the many ways it can be understood and practiced. As always, it's essential to approach such topics with an open mind and a critical eye, aiming to understand rather than judge. Scene script, voiceover. Having traversed the landscape of Satanism across various religions, let's now dive deeper into a specific form of Satanism that has had a profound impact on modern interpretations: LaVeyan Satanism. Founded by Anton Sandor LaVey in 1966, this form of Satanism is atheistic at its core, viewing Satan not as a supernatural entity, but as a symbol of individualism, freedom, and personal achievement. LaVeyan Satanism, as outlined in LaVey's Satanic Bible, advocates for a life lived in pursuit of one's own happiness and success, challenging traditional religious and social norms that promote selflessness and humility. Instead, it emphasizes the importance of self-indulgence, personal freedom, and the pursuit of knowledge. It also rejects the concept of inherent sin, arguing that guilt and remorse are tools of manipulation and control. This belief system has had a significant impact on its followers and society at large. Its emphasis on individualism and self-empowerment has resonated with many who feel disenfranchised by traditional religious and societal norms. It also challenges the stigma associated with Satanism, reframing it as a philosophy of personal empowerment rather than a form of devil worship. In the modern world, the practices of LaVeyan Satanism can be seen in the form of ritualistic gatherings known as satanic masses, where followers come together to celebrate their beliefs. These rituals, often misunderstood by outsiders, serve as a form of psychological catharsis, allowing followers to release pent-up emotions and affirm their commitment to the principles of LaVeyan Satanism. In conclusion, LaVeyan Satanism, with its focus on individualism and self-indulgence, has had a significant impact on modern Satanism. It has challenged traditional religious norms, redefined the concept of Satanism, and provided a philosophical framework for those seeking an alternative to mainstream religious beliefs. As we continue our exploration, remember to keep an open mind, understanding that each belief system is a reflection of the diverse and complex human experience. Scene script, voiceover. As we continue our journey into the diverse world of Satanism, let's shift our focus to another significant branch of modern Satanism, the Satanic Temple. Founded in 2012, the Satanic Temple is a non-theistic religious group known for its active role in social and political activism. Unlike LaVeyan Satanism, the Satanic Temple doesn't emphasize individualism and self-indulgence, but instead focuses on egalitarianism, social justice, and the separation of church and state. The Satanic Temple's 7 fundamental tenets provide a moral compass for its followers. These tenets include empathy, justice, autonomy, scientific understanding, and the freedom to offend as essential parts of personal and societal growth. These principles not only shape the personal lives of its followers, but also guide their social and political activism. The Satanic Temple has been at the forefront of numerous legal battles for religious freedom, challenging the imposition of religious beliefs in public spaces and government institutions. A notable example is their campaign to install a statue of Baphomet, a goat-headed deity associated with Satanism, at the Oklahoma State Capitol, in response to a monument of the Ten Commandments on the same grounds. Their objective was not to promote Satanism, but to highlight the importance of religious plurality and the separation of church and state. Furthermore, the Satanic Temple uses satanic rituals to make political statements and challenge religious norms. These rituals, which are often performance art pieces, are designed to provoke thought and challenge societal norms rather than serve a religious function. In conclusion, the Satanic Temple, with its focus on social activism, religious freedom, and the pursuit of knowledge, has brought a new perspective to Satanism. It has challenged the boundaries of religious freedom and continues to use its platform to advocate for social justice and equality. As we delve deeper into the world of Satanism, it's essential to remember that these diverse interpretations and practices reflect the complexity of human beliefs and experiences. Voiceover. As we continue our exploration of the diverse world of Satanism, let's delve deeper into Theistic Satanism. Unlike LaVeyan Satanism and the Satanic Temple, which are atheistic in nature, Theistic Satanism involves the actual worship or reverence of Satan as a deity or supernatural entity. Theistic Satanists believe in Satan as a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and individualism, a direct challenge to traditional religious dogma. It's essential to note that Theistic Satanism is not a unified religion, but rather a broad term encompassing various beliefs and practices. Some Theistic Satanists view Satan as a pre-Christian life principle worth venerating, while others see him as a symbol of inherent human qualities like pride, carnality, and liberty. Despite these differing interpretations, a common thread among Theistic Satanists is the celebration of individual will and the rejection of spiritual subservience. Theistic Satanism's impact on its followers and society is complex and multifaceted. On one hand, it provides a spiritual framework for those who feel alienated by mainstream religions. On the other, it challenges societal norms and religious conventions, often leading to misunderstandings and stigmatization. In the modern world, Theistic Satanism is practiced discreetly due to societal prejudices. However, through the internet, followers have found a platform to connect, discuss, and express their beliefs openly. This has led to a growing understanding and acceptance of this unique interpretation of Satanism. In conclusion, Theistic Satanism, with its reverence for Satan as a symbol of freedom and rebellion, offers a unique interpretation of Satanism. It stands as a testament to the diversity of human beliefs and the enduring quest for individual spiritual expression. As we further explore the world of Satanism, it's crucial to remember that these varied interpretations reflect the complexity of human belief systems and experiences. Scene script, voiceover. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, from the origins of Satanism to its diverse interpretations across different religions and civilizations. We've seen how Satanism is not a monolithic belief system, but rather a complex tapestry of philosophies, rituals, and ideologies. We've examined LaVeyan Satanism, the Satanic Temple, and Theistic Satanism, each offering its unique perspective on Satan as a symbol and figure. LaVeyan Satanism, as we discussed, emphasizes atheism, individualism, and hedonism, with Satan representing the true nature of humans, not as a deity but as a symbol. The Satanic Temple, on the other hand, uses Satan as a symbol of rebellion against arbitrary authority and encourages empathy among its followers. Theistic Satanism, perhaps the most misunderstood, venerates Satan as a deity or supernatural entity, a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and individualism. It is essential to remember that these are just some facets of Satanism. There are many more interpretations, practices, and beliefs within this complex and often misunderstood religious movement. As we've seen, Satanism challenges societal norms and religious conventions, often leading to misunderstandings and stigmatization. But it also provides a spiritual framework for those who feel alienated by mainstream religions. We encourage you to continue exploring and learning about Satanism and other belief systems. Remember, understanding starts with open-mindedness and a willingness to learn. As we conclude this journey into the world of Satanism, let's remember that the diversity of human beliefs and the quest for individual spiritual expression is what makes us uniquely human. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Satanism. Stay curious, keep asking questions, and remember to approach all belief systems with respect and an open mind.